Now it's time for Truth or Fake. Catalina Marshall-Debra over by the big board. Good evening, Catalina. In this edition, as Trump is hosting the Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney at the White House, a viral clip of Carney is, well, basically heading all around the internet. Tell us more.
That's right, Mark. Tensions are high between the U.S. and Canada, with the newly elected Prime Minister Mark Carney visiting the White House today for the first time, a high-stakes meeting that was already expected to be tense amid trade tensions, with Trump also having repeatedly suggested incorporating Canada as the 51st state, to which Carney replied, "Canada is not for sale and won't be for sale ever." In the days anticipating to this meeting, this clip of the Canadian Prime Minister has been going viral on social media, and this posting over 2.4 million times on X, posted on May 4th, with the caption that reads, "Welcome to Communism, Canada." Allegedly, in this video, Carney is announcing new regulations for vehicles in Canada effective June 1st. Let's take a listen.
Effective June the 1st, all vehicles manufactured before 2000 will be gradually phased off. Canadian roads, due to safety and emission standards, non-compliant window tints, including rear windows.
So we'll summarize a bit as he mentions, for instance, as you heard, all vehicles manufactured before 2000 will be gradually phased off Canadian roads, non-compliant window tints now prohibited, amongst other regulations. As he says, drivers will have a 14-day grace period to install all of these replacements. So this video has been widely shared all over social media, Instagram, TikTok users saying, what are you saying about Trump now, Canada? Some even drawing comparisons between Carney and Fidel Castro, saying he's probably the Canadian Fidel Castro. Conservative-leaning users perhaps unhappy with the Liberals' triumph in the Canadian election. Mark.
Okay, did Mark Carney actually say the words that we saw there coming out of his mouth? I detected something dodgy regarding the sort of lip movement. I'm sure you're going to illuminate whether this is really true or fake. I suspect you know the answer.
There you go. The viral video is actually a deep fake, and Mark Carney never made these announcements on Canadian vehicle regulations, even though anyone could be fooled. Probably not you, Mark, but the quality of this AI-generated video is extremely sophisticated. Nevertheless, it's still a deep fake. We ran the video through AI detection tools. Here we used HIA.com that determined that the video is 96%, so an extremely high probability that it was generated using artificial intelligence. And when in doubt, there are other telltale signs that you can spot yourself that indicate that the video is AI, as you said, the lip movement. And here another example, the top of the microphone that appears to blend into Carney's jawline. So just another visual cue suggesting a digital alteration. In order to find where the video comes from, we conducted a reverse image search where we located the extended version of this clip posted by Cable Public Affairs Channel on March 27th on YouTube. The video is titled "Prime Minister Mark Carney outlines federal response to latest U.S. tariffs." Upon reviewing the full speech, it's clear that Carney did not make any of the statements on the viral claims. He is in fact addressing countermeasures in response to Trump's U.S. tariffs, announcing a 25% tariff on all vehicles imported from the United States.
Social media then being flooded, absolutely inundated, with deep fakes concerning Mark Carney since he was elected as Prime Minister as Canada. Tell us more.
That's right. More than a quarter of Canadians have been exposed to fake political content on social media that is more sophisticated and politically polarizing, according to a new report released by Canada's Media Ecosystem Observatory. In fact, it seems that Canadians have been bombarded with what is right-wing content, not only on Musk's X, but all over social media ahead of the election. This Financial Times analysis of more than 350,000 posts on X related to the Canadian election revealed a network of coordinated accounts pushing content to boost Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, while a smear campaign to tarnish his counterpart, Liberal Mark Carney. A viral example that is being used on social media is Carney's alleged ties, for example, to Jeffrey Epstein. And in this current campaign, researchers say that there's an increasing volume of misinformation that is coming actually from the the U.S., as Canadians now fear election meddling from the U.S. more than other countries, including Russia, China, India, or Iran, as the Canadian Communication Security Establishment warned that these countries would very likely use artificial intelligence to mislead voters in the past federal election, a threat that is likely to continue to increase and continue, as we just saw, with a network of scam accounts on X and Facebook pushing a series of deepfake videos of Mark Carney as the one that we just saw.
Catalina Marchand-Debrah, thank you very much indeed. Those deep fakes using AI of Mark Carney, debunked by Catalina. Thank you once again.